In the heart of the great green valley, where the mountains touch the clouds, lived a girl named Lyra. She was brave, kind, and her best friend wasn't another person, but a big fluffy dog named Boro. Boro was more than a pet. He was Lyra's shadow, her guardian, and her partner in every adventure. One sunny morning, Lyra decided they would explore the Whispering Woods, a part of the valley they had never ventured into before. With a small backpack filled with apples and a water flask, she called for Boro, and off they went. The Whispering Woods was magical. Sunlight dappled through the thick canopy, painting dancing patterns on the forest floor. Strange and wonderful flowers bloomed in vibrant colors, and the air hummed with the buzz of insects and the songs of unseen birds. Lyra and Boro followed a winding path, their senses alive with the sights and sounds of the ancient woods. Boro, with his keen nose, would often dart off the path, sniffing at interesting scents, but he always returned to Lyra's side. As the afternoon sun began to dip lower, a strange sound reached their ears. It wasn't the song of a bird or the rustle of leaves. It was a low, mournful cry, filled with panic and desperation. Boro's ears perked up, and he let out a low growl, looking in the direction of the sound. Lyra, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and curiosity, whispered, "What is it, boy?" The cry came again, louder this time. Without hesitation, Lyra decided they had to investigate. "Come on, Boro! Someone's in trouble!" They pushed through a thicket of ferns and followed the sound until they reached a clearing. And there they saw something that made Lyra gasp. In the center of the clearing was a large, sticky mud pit, and trapped within it was a baby woolly mammoth. Its small trunk was raised high, letting out distressed trumpets. It was covered in thick brown mud, and with every struggle, it only seemed to sink deeper. Its big brown eyes were wide with fear, and it looked utterly exhausted. There was no sign of its mother or herd. It was all alone. Lyra's heart went out to the little creature. She knew they couldn't just leave it there. "We have to help him, Boro," she said, her voice firm. "But how?" The mud was thick and treacherous. She couldn't just wade in. She looked around, her mind racing. Her eyes landed on a massive, fallen log at the edge of the clearing. It was long and sturdy. An idea sparked. "Burrow the log. We can use it as a bridge." Together, they went to work. Boro, strong and determined, used his body to push one end of the log, while Lyra used all her strength to heave the other. It was incredibly heavy. Grunting and straining, they slowly, inch by inch, pushed the log across the mud pit until it rested just beside the trapped mammoth. It was a wobbly but stable bridge. Lyra carefully crept out onto the log, holding her breath with each step. The baby mammoth watched her, its cries softening to whimpers. "It's okay," Lyra cooed gently. "We're here to help you." She reached the mammoth and took out the rope she always carried for emergencies. She carefully looped it under the mammoth's front legs, making sure it was secure but not too tight. She then crawled back to solid ground, holding the other end of the rope. "Okay, Boro," she said, patting her loyal friend. "Now for the hard part. We pull together?" Lyra wrapped the rope around her waist and dug her heels into the earth. Boro grabbed the rope with his teeth, his powerful muscles tensing. "Pull!" Lyra shouted. They pulled with all their might. The little mammoth, sensing their intent, tried to help, pushing with its own legs. For a moment, nothing happened. The mud held on with a powerful grip. "Again!" Lyra cried, her arms aching. They pulled again, and this time they felt a slight give. Slowly, agonizingly, the baby mammoth began to slide out of the muck. With one final, tremendous heave, it came free, tumbling onto the soft grass, exhausted but safe. Lyra and Boro rushed to its side. The little mammoth was covered in mud, but otherwise unharmed. It let out a small, grateful rumble and nudged Lyra's hand with its trunk. Boro licked its face, and the three of them sat there as the sun set. Strange and wonderful little family formed by a moment of crisis. Just as dusk settled, a series of deep, booming trumpets echoed through the woods. The baby mammoth answered with a happy cry. Soon, a massive figure emerged from the trees, its mother. She rushed to her baby, nudging it lovingly, her eyes full of gratitude as she looked at Lyra and Boro. Lyra knew their job was done. As the mammoths disappeared back into the woods, Lyra hugged Boro tightly. "We did it, boy," she whispered. We did a good thing today. And as they walked home under the starry sky, their hearts were full, knowing they had made a friend they would never forget. Thanks for watching our story today. If you enjoyed Lyra and Boro's adventure, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more heartwarming tales. See you next time.